and I think it's because it's bugged. I legitimately think this weapon is not working properly, and that's why this is happening. I just don't think it's been implemented right. Mastered a weapon and fully leveled it up, you could fundamentally chain the weapon, and some of them really cool, like the stiletto.
All I know is, like, I think he just threw his whole setup, bro.
Lego just got disconnected again.
Oh. Oh my god, yo, he just got disconnected, yo.
All right, guys, we are finally on round 85, the max health cap of zombies after about 16 hours of trying. Let's see how good the Mg82 holds up on the max health cap of zombies. I'm going to have all the attachments I use in this video linked at the very end, just in case anyone's curious. With that, let's roll right into this video. Alright, and welcome back to another episode of Pack-a-Punch Testing. In this series, we take brand new DLC weapons and test everything you need to know about them in zombies. This includes what they do when Pack-a-Punched, how they perform on lower rounds, medium rounds, and even how the weapon performs all the way on health cap on round 85. In this episode, we're doing the brand new Mg82 Lmg, and I'm super excited because this is the first DLC LMG we've gotten for this game. All right, there we go. We are now loaded in game on D Machina, and I'm super excited to test this weapon. I've seen a lot of mixed results about this. People are either saying this weapon's extremely good in zombies or kind of subpar. I think a lot of the mixed opinions from this LMG come from the amount of ammo it holds. With the high fire rate it has, it chews through ammo really quickly. But I think depending on the damage it does, I might be able to get over that. And I'm hoping this is the best new LMG in the game. Ever since the stoner nerf, I haven't found myself using LMGs in zombies whatsoever. But I have a feeling from our testing last night, this might be the single best LMG in the game and probably a usable weapon comparable to ARs. But obviously that's not something we're going to know until we take this weapon all the way to round 85. The hip fire is insane on it. So without it being packed, we are doing 165 damage per headshot, and per body shot, we're doing 33. That's not amazing, but at the same time, not terrible. But given its fire rate, that's a lot of damage in a short amount of time. But with all that being said, for us to gather any more information on this, I've got to open map, turn on Pack-a-Punch, all that good stuff. While I'm doing that, if you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate that. We are less than 10K subs away from 100,000. And I got to give a huge thanks to everyone who leaves a like, comment, and watches these videos in their entirety, because that's the only reason we're gaining subs nearly as fast as what we are. All right, so before we pack it, we've got 150 bullets in our magazine and a reserve of 600, and we have the biggest magazine attachment on this. When we go ahead and Pack-a-Punch this, we now have, I guess it doesn't make the reserve any bigger, right? Well, so yeah, I actually had to go back to the recording and double check. You actually don't gain any extra reserve ammo when you Pack-a-Punch this weapon. You go from a magazine size of 150 and a reserve of 600 to Pack-a-Punching it, and then you get a magazine size of 300 and a reserve of 600 still. And yeah, looking at those numbers, I'm fairly confident this weapon's bugged. What kind of weapon does not gain any reserve ammo when Pack-a-Punched? And I mean, it makes sense now why a lot of people are complaining about ammo issues with this weapon. I just don't think it's working properly. When you pack it, it doesn't gain any reserve ammo. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and apply a custom blueprint here to see what it looks like with pack. It shouldn't have any camo. I don't know why it gave us DM Ultra there. Let's try that one more time. There we go. No camo on this weapon. Now, this is what it looks like with Pack-a-Punch camos. Looks pretty sleek, and honestly, the way it kind of turns all those accents gold, I don't know, I might like this better than some of the mastery camos on the weapon. As for damage, now that it's Pack-a-Punched, we're doing 70 damage per body shot and a total of 350 per headshot. Yeah, let's go ahead, upgrade our weapon. We've got a green tier. Let's go ahead, get it blue tier as well. And we've got Deadshot. Let's see what kind of damage we're doing with Deadshot and having a blue tier weapon. 800 damage per headshot. Definitely not bad, especially with the high rate of fire this weapon has. But given that, let's also Pack-a-Punch it for our second time here. And now we're doing 3,800 damage per crit with Deadshot. And using Deadshot with this weapon, this is actually really freaking fun. Look at how insane this hip fire is. Keep in mind, most of these are critical kills, and all I'm doing is hip firing with this weapon, running around. All right, let's go ahead, Pack-a-Punch it to the third tier Pack-a-Punch, and let's see what kind of damage we're doing per critical hit. Now, we're doing 6,000 per critical, 500 per body shot, and we can also, on top of that, even get it to the purple tier. So here we go, purple tier, third Pack-a-Punch. We're now doing, I couldn't tell, 9,000 damage per crit and 800 for body shot. That is a lot of damage, and we haven't even maxed this out yet. We still have to get this orange tier. All right, there we go. I have now fully upgraded the... Oh, I shouldn't have done this mid-round. There we go. Now fully upgraded the LMG. It is maxed here. And on top of that, I put Cryo Freeze. I think Cryo Freeze is probably going to be the best ammo mod on this until we get to higher rounds. But let's see. Now that we've got... Oh, and we're going to go down. No, we're not. 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 Why am I in here? But now that we've got this fully upgraded, let's see what the maximum possible damage this thing can do is. And that's not going to give me any free... Yeah, there's too many zombies there. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's buy some armor. Let's find a full health zombie, and let's see. That's not full health. Dang it. All right, come down here. Come down here. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, should have waited towards the end of the round. Yeah, all these zombies are already weak. You know what? Let's just hold on. All right, here we go. Start of the next round. Looks like 12,000. Yeah, so if the zombie's at full health, we're doing about 12,000 damage per shot, which is really freaking good, especially with the fire rate this thing has. On round 34, zombies just absolutely disappear with that insanely high fire rate and that 12,000 damage per headshot. And then for body shots, it looks like we're doing about 1,000. So yeah, you definitely want to be hitting that headshot because you're doing about 12 times more if you're getting that full health zombie effect. And yeah, this weapon looks so weird. I've been hip firing this weapon this whole time while ADSing with this weapon. I don't know. Something about it just looks off to me. Maybe it's because I'm so used to only hip firing with it, which is more than adequate with this weapon. And just like that, we're now in round 46. Zombies on this round have around the same amount of health that they had when the game first came out. So if you were to use this weapon in Season 2 or Season 1, this is how well this weapon would have performed on the health cap. And yeah, round 46, this weapon's still just absolutely demolishing zombies. You can just hip fire into them, and this horde's disappearing before our eyes. I'm really curious to see if this weapon's still viable to camp on top of Penthouse on round 46. I think if you time your Ring of Fire correctly, I think you could easily go through the entirety of round 46 just chilling up here with this weapon. It is, I mean, it's dropping the zombies almost instantly. Yep, as the zombies come in, we're having a little bit more issues, but just hold it. Oh, yep. All right, yeah. So you're going to have to use your Ring of Fire a little bit because, yeah, it is killing them quick, just not quite quick enough. But for round 47, this is a lot better than most weapons you take up here. But look at our ammo. We started this with full ammo. We are now chilling with 10 shots left. And now we've progressed all the way to round 55. Zombies now have more health than what they did at launch here. And this LMG is still doing extremely well. This would be easy to go through this entire round. No issues whatsoever. I don't know. Maybe 65 is when it caps off, but 55 it's still doing really freaking well. And this is around the same time the nail gun cut off. But this is definitely a better DLC weapon in zombies than what the nail gun is. And I'm still loving it, man. I'm still loving the crap out of this. So much. It makes it so hard.
Rip. Rip. Oh.
Mastered a weapon and fully leveled it up. You could fundamentally chain the weapon, and some of them really cool, like the stiletto.
All I know, like, I think he just threw his whole setup, bro.
All right, now we're back on round 65. I've actually crashed twice since that last clip you saw. It has been multiple hours later. I'm hoping in this round we're able to make it 85, but regardless, let's test out how this LMG works on round 65. And it's still doing really well. This beats out a lot of weapons and how they perform on this high of a round. Most of the ARs, especially all the SMGs, drop off before this, so I'm still very, very impressed with how this is performing. Hopefully it can hold up once we get to 75 and 80, and hopefully my game won't crash as we proceed to... Oh, we're going to go down, though. Hopefully my game won't crash as we proceed to go to around 75 and 85.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say.
Okay, maybe you got a point. Bro said, well,
Lego just got disconnected again.
Oh. Oh my god, yo, he just got disconnected, yo.
You literally just got done saying that, and then he got disconnected. Lego's so happy right now. Look how happy
that
he
dude's
is.
8-man was so fire, he even took Lego out in the same process.
He's so mad.
I'd be mad.
This review for this weapon might not happen. Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
This game sucks.
Wow, he died.
I didn't die.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
And we're now back on round 75. It has been about 24 hours since the last clip there. We have crashed about 8 more times since then. But let's test out the maxed out MG on round 75 and see how it holds up here. And yo, it's actually still doing really good. There are very few weapons that can kill a train quite like this on round 75. And I'm actually really shocked. But now I need to hurry up and see if it's still usable on round 85 before we crash this. A really quick segment. I will be right back. I'm gonna rush to 80 quick, real quick. All right, guys, we are finally on round 85, the max health cap of zombies after about 16 hours of trying. Let's see how good the Mg82 holds up on the max health cap of zombies. All right, so we've got the entire horde here shooting into the horde. It is definitely way weaker than on round 75, but that's to be expected. It's actually still doing really well. We don't have any sort of dead wire on. We do have elemental pop, so we do have dead wire active there, but this is with cryo freeze, and it is taking down zombies a lot better than most weapons we've tested. This is a weapon that you could go through the entirety of round 85 pretty easily training with. Now, you're clearly not going to be breaking any speed world records using this weapon going to round 100, but it's a super effective killer, better than a lot of the ARs, better than probably every SMG in the game. And it's just so easy to use. You're able to run back while training, hip firing, because the massive amount of hip fire accuracy this weapon has. And this would make for a pretty nice round 100. The biggest issue that's going to be stopping you is you're going to have to buy ammo rapidly. The ammo is currently bugged for this weapon, and it doesn't gain any when you pack-a-punch it, so the amount of ammo you're going to buy is going to be a lot. But that's not really that bad. Look at the amount of points we have. We could go through this entire round all the way to 100 with very little effort with this weapon. With that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you guys with the patience you showed with me taking so long to get this out because of the recording issues. I'm glad finally made it to 85 because I'm really happy with these results. To sum up this entire video, weapon's very good on high rounds. It's definitely a top contender, and I think it's the best new weapon we got this entire season. Oh, let's not go down though. But the real question is, how do you guys feel about this weapon? Are you guys going to make a class with this weapon and use it yourself? At the end of this clip right here, I'm going to have my entire class set up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And as I promised at the beginning of the video, here's the attachments I was running. For the optic, I'm not running any optic because all I do is hip fire and it just gets in the way. For the muzzle, I'm running the flash guard muzzle. And now for the barrel, which I find the most important, a lot of people recommend and use the task force barrel with this. I don't, because it limits your maximum ammo capacity, and that's the biggest fault with this weapon. I run the division barrel because it does give you that plus 10% damage without all these negative effects. You're not getting the effective damage range and the bullet velocity, but I don't want to have that magazine hit. So the division barrel is 1000% what you want to be using. For the body, I'm using the Ember sighting point. For the underbarrel, we've got the infiltrator grip. For the magazine, I'm running the very last one here. For the handle, I'm running the serpent wrap, and then for the stock, I'm running the duster stock. That is the full attachment list I'm using for this weapon. I would like to take the last moment here to thank everyone who's became a YouTube sub or a Twitch subscriber, and an extra special thanks to everyone who's taken above and beyond. We've got Chef, aka Chief, aka Classified, the man himself, Hunter Ronaldo, the man with the most stable PS5 ever, DX 2069, and the legend himself, Xanato. All of these people have taken a step above and beyond and became Unlock++ members on YouTube.